All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Littlefish community gathering. Today, on our agenda, we're going to welcome lots of newcomers. We had so many newcomers over the past 2 weeks. We're going to say hi to them. If any one of them wants to say hi, introduce themselves, that'd be awesome. And we're going to then talk about all of the opportunities that are here in Littlefish. So if you've been coming and going, some of this will be familiar to you, but I think everyone will find something new because there's quite a bit. And then at the end, we'll talk about a dream engine workshop that we're gonna be doing in the next 2 weeks. Jem will be presenting what we've got cooking up in the dream engine. So I'd like to start off by asking any of the newcomers if they want to say hi and then share their experience so far. I know Littlefish is a little esoteric, maybe. If you had any troubles finding your way, or if you were, if it's coming easy for you, if you can share, we'd be very happy. If not, I'm just gonna deep dive into it and then show you around.
We're we're friendly folks. You can talk, and it's all good.
Yeah, I just want to say hi. So, for example, with Sam and some other people in the call, it's nice to put a face to the names. And I don't really understand still what's happening all in Discord and all the separate threads of work, but it's really nice and exciting to see things forming. From my part, I'm like a mixed skills IT person slash developer or analyst developer kind of person, and I'm happy to be helping with I don't know, where I can on the tech side. I'm also starting something about training non-technical people to as a user of Cardano, and yeah, from my part is as unsure as from mostly anything in the communities here. Everything is just an idea for me.
Thank you, Lucas.
Hi, everyone. I'm Joss. I'm new to the Littlefish community. I can't wait to start helping out in any way I can. I have a deep interest in blockchain technology and crypto. I'm also looking into how to implement good design for Web3. So I'm excited for that.
Hi, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm Justin. I'm in the same boat as Joss. I'm really interested in making Web3 more user-friendly, or just the design aspect of it more. Like, I guess that's how we drive adoption for a lot of these Web3 technologies, is making it more user-friendly. And that's what I'm interested in.
So, hi, I'm Uli. I found you through the presentation that you do in the Bluetooth PBL course with James. So I'm doing this course, and so I find you thinking how I can contribute to Littlefish, and I'm interested in development, smart contract development, requirements engineering, and such, lots of other stuff. So a little bit token engineering. So hopefully I can help something here.
That's cool.
Oh yeah, we got lots of token engineering coming up. Cooking.
It sounds like a lot of work.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of work, that's for sure. All right, if that's all, maybe Timmy. All right, then maybe I can get started, go showing you guys around. Well, we got a lot to cover. First off, first thing first, today we've I think we've put out all the payments that we'll be doing. You can check the rewards document that we have. Here's the link for all the actions that have been done in the past 40 or so days. And if any of these payments doesn't make sense to you, please contact me and then we'll talk. And then probably tomorrow we'll do all the payments. And all the payments are absolutely open. We'll try to make these as transparent as possible. And soon, hopefully, we're going to be making all of these payments from the application that we're developing that we're going to be showing in a couple of minutes. If that doesn't make sense, that's okay. Most of this won't. That's okay. So first things first, lots of things on Discord now. I'm going to share my screen. Emre, could you enable that, please?
I think I should make a co-host, right?
No, you can just enable share screen settings.
I think you should be able to do it now.
Yep. Okay, so a lot of the stuff that I'll be mentioning today, you can find on this board, on this channel in information. Lots of links. The first thing here is the calendar. On our calendar, you can find this meeting and some of our other working group meetings. Most of them are open, except the developer one, which we keep a little more focused. Everything, you can just jump into any of those meetings and come see what's going on. And we'll be scheduling more meetings for other work-related opportunities soon as well. So all of those will be here. And any impromptu meetings, like last week, we had a meeting about one of our proposals, the Ikigai community, that was available here. So it's critical you add this, and then you can follow up on everything that's going on at Littlefish. This is the most important place. You can check all of these out. Other than that, from day to day, everything is in the action channel. Any of the work that we submit, we come and submit here. So if you do any kind of research or you develop something, you come and submit here. We'll go through these in a bit. And you can see all the important channels are here. And then as you go down, less important, I'd say. So you can check all of these out daily. Then you'll be able to see everything that's going on in Discord. But that's okay, of course, to not follow up on the Discord daily. I'll try to give an overview now of what's going on outside of that. So one of the documents that you'll see on that information board is this one. So we have quite a few proposals in Fund 9. So we got lots of work, and all of that work you can see have key milestones that we'll be tracking. And all of those are available in this document up till September 2023. And all of these are outlined by their dates. So maybe this will make it a little more clear. So we already hit some of our targets from July, some targets from August, September. So if you're asking yourself a question like, okay, where can I help immediately? You can just hop into this and then see if anything is coming up. Some of these are overdue already, so very high value already, but some of these are coming up. So you check these and then see if any of this resonates with you. You can find here what proposal these are all part of. And once you see that, you can find on our vault all our proposals and all their details. So for example, right here, we have 3 original docs, 25 curated resources from the proposal Ocean Orgs. That doesn't make any sense to anyone at this stage. That's fine. what happens is you can go in here, you can check Ocean Orcs index. This was the entire proposal. This is a short problem statement and a summary. But then you can go here in our feasibility where we just walk through in detail what that actually means. Original docs, they mean X, and curated resources, they mean Y. And then you can see what the activities within that proposal are. And of course, for this all to make sense to you, you should go and read what this proposal is about, and you can find that in Ocean Org's impact, what problem this proposal is solving, what is needed, how we're solving it, and X, Y, and Z. That's a lot of detail that goes into it. So if you're asking that question, how can I help? This is the place to get started. Then if this doesn't make sense to you, that's totally fine. Just hop on over to Discord, and there are many channels that you can ask about this, and Ask Anything is one of them. You can just hop in and ask questions about all of these. And then let's look at a few of these and see what they actually look like when done as well. So we've already started work on some of these. So we got some wallet research. We're diving deep into all of the wallets available at Cardano and seeing which one are good, which one are useful. That's some of the work that we're doing. We're doing some work related to digital tools. How do we use Discord better? How do we use Miro better? How do we use other tools better? So let's see if some of those right now, maybe. In our wallet research, here we have some of the wallets, the Yoroi wallets, Game Changer. We couldn't test that one. Eternl, Flint, and many more to come. So if you're interested in using these wallets and seeing which is better, which is good, which has the features that we want, that's one place you can help. If you're interested in using all of these tools that we use, like Discord, how do we set up Discord notifications? How do we track Discord analytics? How do we connect to Discord servers? That type of thing. All of that you can help us out on. And the end goal of all of these is to create docs for our platform, the vault. Right here, this is our vault. We track these through Git. If you have no idea what that is, that's okay as well. We have a document telling you what it's all about and how to use Obsidian and Git and how to get there. It's a lot, sure, but we're here to help. We have a group, Tech Help Collective, who are gaining expertise in all of these areas. They're here to help you on your way to become main contributors who know this tech and who can help. Right. So that said, I'd like to maybe have a little short break here and ask you guys if any questions, if that made sense, if that doesn't make sense at all. Maybe give you guys space to ask.
How do I know, or how do I communicate that I'm working on this action?
Well, we have a board at dwork. You can pick up a task from dwork and that will communicate to everyone else that you're working on it. Otherwise, if it's not a task on dwork, if it's your own initiative, you can share it on Discord that you're working on something.
Please fasten passenger seatbelt.
Can we?
So these tasks that you have on the list here, they also in dwork?
Some of them are. So the idea with dwork is to just outline some of the very specific work within the proposals, like wallet research. In the proposals, we have we said we would do 10 wallet deep dives by X time. So we've outlined all of that, and it's all available in dwork. But most of the work that is outlined here is work that the individual comes in, understands what the proposal is about, and then goes their own way. So maybe an example of that would be very nice. Harsha, would you be okay in sharing what you've been working on if I share it on my screen?
Sure, absolutely.
maybe I can give the background to what this is about. This is the Organizations of the Ocean proposal, where we decentralized organizations work and look into their internal processes and what that means. So I had no idea this was an approach that was possible. But Harsha, being a UI UX designer coming from that perspective, went into it with this perspective. So take it away, Harsha.
Sure. The basic idea of the proposal was to understand how different DAOs are organized and how they work, and what are the loopholes or the bottlenecks in onboarding people into these DAOs, because they're very new. People don't understand what DAOs are. So we're trying to make it as easy for people to get onboarded and start integrating themselves into the DAOs as quickly as possible. So the research I am doing basically tries to understand all the steps that a new user has to go through before they understand where they can get integrated or how they can add value to a specific DAO. So that is the first step. And then the next step would be to understand the organization, and then to understand the organization in real time, because there is an expected organization and there's a real-time organization where there might be some hierarchy in place that we can only see or from the inside. So those kind of researches would be done, and it'll all be put in the vault. So that is where we're going at this point.
Right, and this is what it looks like. So this is a user persona research, if I'm
so this is correctly. New user journey on ADAO. So what do they do? What are their objectives? So if this is my objective, how would I navigate through their Discord? So that's the journey. It's not complete yet, but some of the personas are done.
Right, so the proposal just outlines, okay, we got to research what are internal processes of these organizations. And then Harsha just came in, okay, said, I'm going to do a user perspective, user persona research, and came up with this. I had no idea this could have been the outcome. And that's kind of the idea of with most or all of these proposals. Some of the work is very specifically defined, but hopefully all of the work leaves a lot of room for the individual to put a lot of themselves into the work. And that way the work is just much more fulfilling and much more, like this. I couldn't define this earlier. So hopefully that answers your question, Yuli.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Awesome. So let's go. So one critical thing is we generate docs in these proposals. We create docs for the vault, and this document will help you get there with using Obsidian, which is the tool we use to write our docs. We write in a format called Markdown, which if you're unfamiliar, it may kind of feel odd to you, but you'll get used to it. It's not that difficult. Obsidian is very fun to use, I say, once you get a grip of it. But if you need help with that, this doc is there. And if anything doesn't work, we'll hopefully help you out with that. And then as you're working through all of this and you feel something is amiss, that doc is not helpful, it's not so useful, what you do is you update it yourself so that everybody who's coming after you is having an easier time. And that's one of our main objectives while doing all of this. We write one of these docs and then we update it. We keep it updated so that everyone else who's coming after us has an easier time. And if we all do that, then it's going to be an amazing experience in just a few months. It's going to be super easy to onboard everyone. It's just going to be very easy to get things going. Just today, I think Harsha had an issue with installing Git on Mac, and then we just added that into one of the docs as well. Yeah. So let me jump into something else. One of the proposals that we have is called Ikigai in Community. So if you've jumped into our Roles of Fish board, you may have seen it. Here's the Roles of Fish board. So in this proposal, what we're doing is we're exploring this Japanese concept called Ikigai. And what we're doing is we're exploring how it can be used in this context within decentralized organizations. And what we're doing currently is helping another decentralized group called C4C, Cardano for Climate, use our onboarding system that we have on the Rolls of Fish board, this one, where you can come in and onboard yourself, just find out about all of these proposals and everything else. What we're doing is creating something similar for C4C. So one of the proposals, this Ikigai community, has a lot of work related to this. So if you're a more social person, a sociable person who wants to design and run these workshops, this is an area that you can help out. What you can do is create a workshop using this Ikigai concept. And if you're interested, we can talk about this in another session at detail. And then design a workshop for another community and go run it, just like this one. So in this one, we're just doing a very similar onboarding system as we have on our Rolls of Fish board. We're just brainstorming all the work that is entailed in C4C. And then we're going to create something that is very similar to this. But there's a lot more room there for creativity. As anyone who's been here, who's been around here for a while and using Ikigai will attest to. And another thing, if you're interested in token engineering, we got a study cohort where we will be organizing this month. And next month, we're going to be starting these sessions where we go through the token engineering fundamentals course. If you're interested in anything related to token engineering, it's a very diverse field. You can sign up here using this form and then help us out with that. With that, maybe I can hop onto the application that we're building and let one of the devs, if they want to tell us about what are the updates in the past 2 weeks.
Hey, you sure? Because it's still in developing. Okay, in the previous meeting, like 2 weeks ago, our other developer guy, Burak, talked about like the newest features that we added to the application.
Okay, Donald,
And right,
maybe I can give a little intro to anyone who's unfamiliar with this.
okay.
So any work we do, we post as actions in the Discord channel called Action. So if you write a research, if you do some research on wallets, you put it there. If you develop something, you put it there. If you run a workshop, you put it there. If you run meetings, you put it there. This is the way we share all the work we do with the entire community. Since the entire community is decentralized, this is how we share it. And the system we're building is actually using blockchain to do the same thing. The action channel on Discord serves only as a temporary place where we are actually sharing our actions. And it has already become very populated. In the past 40 days, we have about 40 separate actions. That's a lot. So it's very difficult to see. What we're building will help us get through all of that and see, make it all visible, make all the work visible. You go ahead, Donald. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Chagan. Now, the newest features, as you already knew, we had the generation page, like where you put all the, if you may, Chagan, like open the generation page. Thank you. In this part, we ask you all the details that that describe your action that you had already completed. You need your wallet ID and to upload the cover image that would be like the main view, as you can see in the example action. Right now, we are like in the last steps of developing something where you can upload more than one picture. One of them is going to be a cover picture and is going to identify the action or the NFT, and the other ones are going to be metadata where people are going to check it out, like what you have done, like trying to explain your action in a better way. After that, something else that we added and we are working right now is when you connect wallet. Can you connect wallet, like go to the connect wallet page again? Thank you. When you connect wallet, right now, there is there a bug or you don't have Nami wallet?
No, I think there is a bug. We tried it and we couldn't do it in one of our onboarding sessions.
See, this is because I'm on Firefox and Firefox doesn't have Nami wallet. So maybe we could check that as well. But
okay, thank you. I'm sorry. I'm just all the time working, so like every feedback would be an update. Now in this part, in the beginning we have like when you connect to your Nami wallet, it directly redirects you to the generation page and it takes the wallet ID from your wallet automatically. Right now, with Chakan's help, we came up with a better idea to validate like the Littlefish members, and it's gonna be a badge. Like we are going to mint some badges, which we are going to give them afterwards to Littlefishes, like Littlefish members. And after that, when you connect your wallet, at the same time, we are going to check if you have this badge, this NFT badge in your wallet. And after that, you are going to be, let's say, able to mint an action, a new action. Apart from that, we are building a user profile page. So every user, for example, Donald and Chakan and Harsha, it doesn't matter. Like everyone has its own like place, let's say, in the app where all your actions will be rendered like below, and there are going to be some information. Like you are going to put yourself one profile picture. And after that, some description, your wallet ID, and after that, all the actions produced by you are going to be rendered at the same place, like concentrated. These new developments are like all very near. Like by Wednesday, we hope we are going to put them all online, and you can check it out and give us your feedback from Discord. Yeah. If you have any questions about the app and if you have any bug, please. Like you may inform us, we would really appreciate that. Okay, Chagan.
Yeah, go ahead, Newman.
And we can get in there and start mucking about, finding bugs and just
yeah, that would be great.
Okay,
that would be great because we are only two people. Like and it takes a lot of time. Like right now we are writing tests actually because we were in a tight schedule before and we couldn't write any tests to test our components, but right now we are writing tests. So until the tests come, your feedback is going to be very much appreciated, but even after that it's going to be very appreciated. So please do so.
Right now the app works only on testnet. It's totally fine. Just go in there and break stuff and let us know on the app development channel or give feedback channel where you find it appropriate. And hopefully in the next month or so, we'll go mainnet and post all our actions there. Because in the past 40 days, there have been lots of actions and action tracking have been very difficult. Just having done that in the past 2 days, it's become very difficult and it's just gonna get worse and worse as we have more and more contributors coming in and helping us out. So Donald is on a tight schedule again to get us there on the finish line and working in mainnet in the next month or so. Yeah.
And FYI, I was able to connect my Nami wallet.
Oh yeah, it works. It works. I'm just not on Chrome. That's why.
So just to be clear, we're talking about the old testnet?
Yep, the old testnet.
Okay.
Not like right now we are coming up with pre-pod and preview, but at the moment the online version is only on testnet.
If you need any test ADA for that, I think Donald is pretty rich.
Yeah, I got like 100,000 or so by now. Like it was by mistake actually. It was an honest mistake. Like I was applying for ADA, like test ADA. They were sending me. I wasn't able to see them because some of them were in the old testnet. So when I opened the old testnet, I saw like a bunch of money there like just staying.
It's awesome. Anyone else who wants to share what they've been working on, what they've been doing, and maybe want some other eyes to take a look? I know it's difficult.
It's so difficult. It's so difficult. But one of the things that one of the initiatives that I have done is, or I'm sort of to fill in, is a weekly update or a weekly office hour, sort of to like just be open to the community to answer questions or to sort of just be there to have like authentic participation. And I've been doing it now for about 5 or 6 weeks, and I generally will work on a weekly report document to try to like see what's going on there. It's kind of like a newsletter, kind of like the journalism function. So if anybody has those type of skills or interests, please connect with me. One new thing that I'm working on, which has always been something, is like a peer-to-peer accountability buddy. That Harsha and I have sort of established, where we just sort of, he pops in, says, hey, this is what I was working on. These are some things. And then I'll do the same. So super kind of quick. He walked me through the onboarding stuff that he did. And it's basically like it's in the action, but it's basically just a way to just do a connection with the person that explains the action. Anyway, that's just one initiative that I've been working on, that we've been working on. I got you, Curtis. Cool. Yeah, I think newsletters are kind of like they just serve a purpose. And especially if, we can do the feedback and really figure out how a Web3 newsletter works, in this new sort of model. And I think if we, keep our amoeba-like stance open, we can sort of find what we need and sort of leave behind what we don't.
How about we set up a meeting of individuals who care about that weekly report, how to make that a little better, and then we'll do a feedback session and we'll go over it and see how we can develop it, how we can make it drive more value. Maybe we can work on delivery, like maybe we need to actually make it a newsletter and then send it out on mail or something like that. I'm not sure.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, yeah, let's do it. We could just do it during that Friday open office time, or create another time.
Okay, I think that works. It's going to be on 1 p.m. UTC Friday, if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
Okay, 1 p.m. UTC Friday. We'll talk about how to make the weekly report just better.
Yeah.
And here's one of those weekly reports. I'll put in the chat for you guys. All right. So one thing I missed was the contributor guideline. I'll also drop a line to that on the chat. And lots of links. Most of these links, as I said, are in the information channel. So it's okay if you miss these. Just go there and take a look. So I think the last thing on our agenda is related to the Dream Engine. This is something we've been working on with Jem. So this entire thing just started with just me and Jem talking. That's how we started. It started with us dreaming, as we say. So Dream Engine is the core of Littlefish, and we want everyone to have those dreams. Like once you understand what this is about, the big vision, we want to be able to like enable all of those dreams to come true. So it's critical, the Dream Engine, and we're gonna have a very cool stuff coming from there. So Jem, please take it away.
Thank you, Chaka. Let me share my screen. Can you see my screen right now?
Yep.
Okay, great. Hi everyone, this is Jem from Littlefish. This presentation is a brief introduction to Dream Engine workshops that we will be conducting every 2 weeks. We at Dream Engine, as apparent from its name, try to run our brains as simulators fed with knowledge. And we try to produce tangible results based on our collaborative experiment process. So today I will talk about maybe this prompt engineering thing. This is a very new title, getting around for a year. You give simple text prompt to artificial intelligence and expect to have meaningful results. Here is a sample from GPT-3. I asked GPT-3 to create a list of 8 titles for my presentation that I'm having today, right now. And you can see the title suggestions here highlighted with green. Yes. Lots of cool stuff here. So, what's new? Last year, the creators of GPT-3 announced DALL-E 2, which can convert your prompts to AI-generated images. Its name comes from the combination of Salvador Dali and the animation movie WALL-E. This engine can convert text prompts to images and paintings. This version uses an enhanced version of GPT-3 with 12 billion parameters. About 4 months ago, I applied for a beta tester program. I received my accounts about 2 months ago and start testing the system. This revolutionary system converts your prompts to pictures in any style. While you can have realistic photos of any kind, you can prompt for using styles such as Sumerian tablets as shown here. That's what I love the most. Please check the links below here for discovered prompts. I say discovered because people are still discovering new prompts for OpenAI. I will be sharing this presentation with you later on. I used the style of Michelangelo in this picture and requested a photorealistic image. So sometimes you might get mysterious results like that one. AI scares me sometimes. And there is a functionality in DALL-E which is called inner painting. Let's look at this sample. I will use it as a base for my inner painting. With DALL-E 2 editor, you can erase paths of a given picture and request reconstruction with a new prompt. As I did here, I tried fishy face. I know it's worse, but it comes with a fishy face like that. So about 2 weeks ago, OpenAI announced outpainting addition to DALL-E. As inner painting, now you can extend your pictures and with prompts, now AI can extend a picture to the unknown. This is a great improvement on the system. I started experimenting with outpainting. At Littlefish, we love to use AI-generated images for our presentations and white paper. While I was playing with it, an idea came up to my mind. We can zoom out from a picture infinitely many times, and later on, we can create a zoom out video to tell our story. As you can see from this picture, I filled the left and right parts, and it automatically generates based on your prompts. Afterwards, I made a sample starting with the first picture. You can see with the first prompt. And DALL-E with the previous picture each time. I decreased the dimensions of the previous picture to have a new picture. After 6 iterations, I come up with this video. I use After Effects to combine every picture together. So I think someone can talk over this video and explain our story. It starts from the beginning and from the caves and comes to Littlefish at the end. So why don't we have an AI-generated story for Littlefish? So how can you contribute? We learn prompt engineering together to create amazing videos and images out of it. First, join the DALL-E preview waitlist. It will take about 2 weeks for you to be accepted. Second, start experimenting with the prompts. I have the links down below here. And later on, I will be posting initial images, and we will be trying to describe and try to see the extended versions of the image, and we will combine them with After Effects to create our video. You will use initial images and have outpainting to create the story with me. And also we need a story, you know. So this is the Littlefish meet, the first version, and you can also contribute to Littlefish meet. As you can see from here, it starts with the caves, and we have the development of adaptation, and we started to have communities together. In scene theory, we will have the industrial age, and we have we united for civilization again, and but we become slaves of our jobs. In scene 4, we will talk about Littlefish and the digital age and what we can do together. So this is my presentation. Thank you, and please use our Discord channel for further information. If you have questions, I would love to answer them.
I have one question. Like, this is all very cool, actually. Like, really, really cool. So I just want to get on with it. But what actually we are proposing is like having a similar platform to Littlefish, like developing it ourselves.
Yes, we will create our story, and we will turn it into a movie, and we will explain everything in 2 minutes to everyone. So we
That's
will
exciting.
use artificial intelligence for that one. So it's suitable right now, and we can use that tools efficiently together.
Like, I have some experience in machine learning and artificial intelligence. I got some courses in university. We can, like, but that's a lot of work. Like, the product you just showed is very high quality, and it is.
No, we're not building the software. We're using the software to
So we are just
show
going
our
to use the
story.
software.
We're gonna
Okay.
use that. No, we're not gonna build OpenAI. No.
Donald was like, "No way, man! No, don't do it."
Okay.
We're gonna use it.
Like, the day needs to have 40 hours at least after that, you know. Like,
Yeah, right.
You got so much work to do, Donald. You're gonna build it all.
Hey Jim, so you're asking for folks to come by a meeting to sort of brainstorm up the prompts, like the story prompts. Yeah.
Yeah, we will test the prompts together to find the best picture, and we will use that picture inside another picture to zoom out. And while zoom outing, we will explain everything from the stretch, and we will come from the caves, and we will have the adaptation of paths and the agriculture, and we have the civilization, we have the mega cities, we will have this rush, and people go to their jobs and other stuff. And now Web3 can connect people without borders and limits, and that's why Littlefish is for. So Littlefish will combine these colonies, and like-minded people can do their jobs over Littlefish.
I think I get it. And using that frame, that zoom out structure, and using the what do they call it? Out painting, like where it fills in the rest. And you can do that with AI.
Yeah.
That's really, really brilliant, man. That's really cool.
Then
I don't think, yeah, that's neat.
So think of this as a story that we built together, and it tells the story of Littlefish. It tells the story of Littlefish, how we began, like starting from from the dark ages, I guess, from the caveman, and then coming to the digital age. 9 to 5 work sucks, and then Littlefish comes and it's beautiful, and then we start building it, and then Ikigai is popping up, and then all that stuff that we're doing, and then colonies, and then action, and then we're doing it together. We're building it together. So 1 month we do it. What did we do that month? We put that in, and then another month we put that in, and then that story is evolving as we're doing more, and the technology will evolve, so we'll be able to do crazier and crazier and crazier things with it. as time passes. It'll be like a shared story of Littlefish.
I love it.
And hopefully,
Yeah.
once we have the API, we'll automate
No,
that.
no, not yet. We don't have any API for Dolly yet.
Yeah. So we're gonna have a workshop on this. I think we need to schedule it in the next week or next 2 weeks. A lot of things that we need to schedule. So check the events channel on the Discord server for updates. I'm gonna send lots of Let Us Meet links so we can find times where most of us can meet on all of these. Yeah, that's about it.
Cool.
Great stuff.
Yay.
Chakan, I had a question. I'm sorry if this is already available or out there. I'm still exploring all that, lots of information on the Obsidian database.
Yeah.
But for like actions or onboarding, getting started kind of thing for Littlefish, is there like a playground with maybe a mock action? And I saw your guide for your onboarding guide, and it kind of steps through a lot of that documentation that you already have. But I'm just curious if in somewhere in that documentation, there's a playground where somebody can go and create an action and submit or fulfill an action that's just like a temporary throwaway type of action.
Well, at this stage, we don't actually have the system on mainnet where we're using. So our entire application is a throwaway, create your action, and then it's just a random action. But what you can do, what we're doing in reporting our actions is just putting them on Discord. So you can share any such action there. So for example, Uli created a questions list for herself. And then I asked her to post that Miro board to the actions chat, so everybody could see all of those questions because they're applicable to everyone else. So as you're learning, you can just post anything you like on that action Discord channel, and that is a great idea to build like a basic onboarding system. Once we have the actual application, we'll do like a playgrounds that we can play in. That's a very good idea, I think.
Cool. Yeah, I saw it was, I'm just having Miro issues. For some reason, my cookies or caches, I can't open it, but I'll keep trying. I'll get there.
Turn off your Eternl wallet and it'll magically start working.
For Miro?
Yeah.
Try that. Man. I will. Nora, you're the best. Thanks.
Okay, let's add that to Eternl wallet. Known issues messes up.
Eternl
Miro.
apparently uses an outdated version of a JavaScript library that Miro doesn't like, and they're conflicting, trying to load 2 different versions of the same library. So Evo has been in touch with both teams, and they're communicating and trying to find a solution. But that was kind of a discovery that was passed on this morning at the Swarm Veterans meeting. So try it. Just turn off, especially if it's Chrome or Brave. Just turn off the Eternl wallet. Miro should magically start working. That
okay.
was shared today.
I'll definitely try that. I would never have guessed to disable the Eternl wallet and having a conflict with Miro. So I appreciate that. And I'm even using Miro desktop, but it always tries to do the authentication loop in my browser and then send me to the desktop app, but that's failing to do that. So I will try that. Thanks, Nori.
Just on that topic, did you know that you can disable the extension just by right-clicking it and saying this can change data on whenever I want to enable it? So you don't have to disable the whole extension. You just need to right-click and say this can read data only when I enable it to on click.
Oh, so you're specifically talking about the Eternl wallet?
Any extension. I actually used it on the one highlighting one that you mentioned. But now I have all my wallets disabled, and I can control without deleting them or anything. I can disable them to test things. You got it?
Looking for it.
Yeah, and you definitely don't have to delete the Eternl wallet. You just need to, like, all I did was click the activate to deactivate, and then everything worked. But this other method may be more useful if you need to actively use both.
I see, on specific sites or on click. Okay. I'll give that a shot.
Cheers.
That is awesome though. Like
how we
Eternl
do it.
wallet of Miro. Nice, very nice. Okay, I think we can end the recording. Thank you, everyone. Hopefully that was helpful to all of you in some little or big way.
Say goodbye to YouTube, everyone.
Yeah. Bye.
Thanks, everybody.